This video is brought to you in part by Zeal Sound and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, Speedy, clip this one.
Nah, bro, these talk too much. I know I see a lot of y'all telling me to chill. I'm not chilling. I'm not chilling. I'm not chilling. It's too much hate. It's too much hate. Like, how you hating on the next man do something incredible? A nigga create something wonderful for the culture. And you just sitting around waiting for the demise just so you can flap your lips, bro. Like, they don't be outside. They just be online hating for a living. Why did he get 1 million subscribers? How did he get there? Why is everybody pulling up to talk to him? That shit is crazy to me. And there's a part of me that's like, there's the old side of me that's like, how dare you even open your mouth and speak my name? You niggas got some audacity. Like, get to at least a quarter of where I got to before you start talking. Get at least halfway, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, get somewhere. Some of these niggas can't even show their face on camera. There's certain things that I stand for. There's certain things that I just do not agree with. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But like, when I say, yo, I'm done, I'm done. My focus be on what can I do? What's the next thing that I could do? The niggas that you be talking about that's in a bad position, they still in a better position than the niggas that's talking. That's crazy. Like, who would want to live your life? What have you done? What have you achieved? What's your bragging rights? If you haven't accomplished in your life anything to be able to talk about certain people, like, why do you feel so privileged to do it?
I was getting beat in the head about not having a YouTube. I had the YouTube channel, but I was just dumping shit there. I had too many people that I respect coming up to me on some, with the SO voice. The fuck is you doing? What are we talking about? Mm-hmm. Whole SO voice in my, I got tired of being cursed out about not being in places where people were looking for me.
But one of the best parts that Ghost don't get credit for, like when it was you, Bigger, and Ghost fighting for us to come back, and Ghost said, yo, he has 1 month to figure it out. And if he don't, I'm out. And we like, oh, all right. And when he came through, yo, niggas shedded a tear because we're like, all right, we not by ourselves. We never told him that. He's like, yo, we can make something happen. And Ghost is like, yo, I will stay if you niggas are here.
I learned something real late in my career. Real late. You have to remember when something doesn't belong to you to be able to let it go. I was Mecca from the source for a bunch of years. I should have learned back then. What you have to remember, and this is the gem for whoever needs it, because I needed it. You got to remember when it's not yours. When y'all went to go do your 1-2.
When we got kicked out and had to go do our 1-2.
Yeah, we have to say that.
I'm saying when we got
kicked. They think we fucked it up on purpose.
When we got kicked out and we had to go do our 1-2.
You had a vision that I never sat down with you to go, okay, explain to me how you see this working, right? I never doubted you. I just did what you said, but I did it mechanically. I did it like on the surface, like put shit on YouTube.
Just put it up there, kept it moving.
Fuck it.
There was no.
I'll upload it, no problem. I don't see shit happening, but fuck it. Like, I'll just and I never stopped. But I never did shit with my channel. I never did, right? I never did. And at the time, my entire thing was, okay, Bus is doing these albums. My expert opinion is where it is, and Brothers is doing Bag Fuel. I can come over here and be a partner completely, knowing I don't have the time, and fuck this thing up and have them looking at me crazy because I can't dedicate what they'll dedicate to it. And I don't know what I can dedicate to it, which was my only hold up. You dig what I mean? I was loyal to bro. I fucks with y'all. Okay, what am I gonna do?
You was in a weird situation.
And my whole thing was, I can be here and do what I'm doing, but if I come over here, I gotta put in real elbow grease, and I don't know if I even got it like that. And then I got 3 dudes looking at me like, Mecc,
what are you doing?
What the fuck?
if Mecca didn't leave that day, I would have never even sat in the chair, in my expert opinion.
That's true.
People don't even realize that. I wasn't
That
even
day you had to
supposed
go do the work with Buster.
I wasn't even supposed to be there. Mecca came and he's supposed to sit in the chair and Mecca had to leave. And Mav said, yo, well, since Mecca's gone and you're here.
Yo, what is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Speed in the building, back in the building, back in the back of the back in the building. One other episode of Internet Wars. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we checked up on Matt Hoffa, and then we do got some news. You know what I'm saying? After the whole downfall, my expert opinion, obviously that was just the beginning of the end. Now you're gonna have people coming out saying a whole lot of things. Mr. Mecc being one of them, came out about week and a half ago, almost. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a week and a half ago. But Matt Hoffa is, responding to anybody just saying anything about, my expert opinion. And me personally, I feel like Matt Hoffa is lying. He has a lot on the line. He's bragging about his million subscribers. Everybody knows that when it comes to marketing, that's just all you need. You go for that million subscribers. When in actuality, you really need like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million subscribers on YouTube to really like actually be successful, to say that you're making a living off of YouTube, running a whole company and everything. If you got 1 million or less subscribers, that's just the basics. Now you're big enough to like actually say that you have a brand, actually do big collaborations, actually put up a whole production behind it. But you had that since the beginning, man. You went from read between the lines to having a whole production inside of a barbershop. Now, I mean, the whole thing is like y'all apparently weren't paying rent inside this barbershop. I mean, like, you probably never were. It probably was never in your name, or probably was never up to you to do that. I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't realize that when people have a brand, they're usually just the face, the mascot. So Matt Hoffa has to pull the most work. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he has to do all of the things that the executives don't want to do, because he wants to be the face. He wants to run that company. Okay, you want to run a company, you're still going to have higher ups, you're still going to have a boss, but you're going to be doing all of the heavy lifting and whatnot. Things that like you would really need a manager for. That's the reason why people have managers. And like, just hire a manager and they can do that for you. It's like, how are you really running a company if you're there all the time? You're supposed to be behind the scenes. I'm saying you really weren't even supposed to be conducting the interviews, but you had to do all that work to get that. Really, you really didn't have to. You probably could have had somebody way different. Could have just had the whole channel being my expert opinion. Your name didn't have to be attached to it at all, because a majority of people that tapped in, I mean, at first, yeah, you had battle rap fans, but once you started getting like 21 Savage and all these other mainstream rappers and stuff, you're getting their fans. You're getting mainstream hip hop fans. You know what I'm saying? Even now, you might get 2, 3, 4, 5,000 subscribers if you're posting by yourself. But then if you get an interview, it might do 100, 200,000 views. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really don't understand their place. Like, it's like, I understand the people that's working with you. They'll say, oh, I gotta understand when something isn't mine. But it's like, when my expert opinion went away, now Matt Hoffa's channel is just Matt Hoffa. It's not really my expert opinion. It's like, now my expert opinion is just a segment on your channel, when your entire channel was supposed to be my expert opinion. That was supposed to be like the whole thing. Kind of ironic how all of this, like all your egos and being naive and, stupidity and, just poor decision making is what really ran the company into the ground. Well, you still got 1 million subscribers. You can still pull a lot of views, which is why you're doing this whole rebranding thing. But it's like, at what point do you begin to realize that maybe it's not you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm getting views when I'm doing content with big names, but when I'm talking about big names, I'm not really getting that many views. Are people really watching for you? When you did Legends Only, battle rappers didn't really respect that. Battle fans didn't really respect that, because a lot of that stuff was rehearsed and it was like staged. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, when it's a production, that's what you need to do to get the views. But I mean, like, that's the reason why people aren't going to respect that. And then the people that do respect that, the only way that they're going to stick around is if you keep doing that. But you're doing a rebranding, unless you get back to the full production, I'm saying something, and give an energy similar to the barbershop, people not gonna rock with it. Like, then the whole idea come from Cassidy, apparently. Like, I'm saying, like, I don't think any of what was going on was really your idea, which is why anytime Matt Hoffa got involved, things went wrong. If he just let everybody else do the job and he was just the face like he was supposed to be, he would have been able to take all the credit. Cause the people that's, you know what I mean, making the money, they don't want credit. They just want the money. They're gonna give you the fame, all the credit, all the glory, all the awards. You know what I'm saying? Just so they don't have to pay you. That's simple. But I mean, that's gonna be that on that. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole downfall of my expert opinion. Do you feel as though this rebranding is gonna work? What's next for Matt Hoffa? Matt Hoffa been done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, everything is gonna crash and burn no matter where he goes. He's gonna find some success, but it's all gonna be fabricated. Like, it's not like he's actually putting in that work and making it organic. He's not doing that. It's all production. It's all staged.